Right, so the last part of the assignment, or the last part of the analysis, asks you to use the results of the hardness test to estimate the UTS of each material. So I gave you a table last week in the materials testing handout thing that converts hardness to tensile strength. It's a bit limited, the table itself, but it's the best one I could find on the internet, I'm afraid. So what you should be able to do is look at the hardness of each material. So let's say you look at the hardness of the brass and then convert that hardness to a UTS, so tensile strength basically. And what you should find is that it ties up roughly with the tensile strength, the UTS of the material that you've got from the tensile test. And the reason, well, it's a reasonably strong relationship, but it depends on how well you've calculated and how good your graph is basically, and how well you did the test really, as to how well it in reality it will actually correlate. So the use of this is, if you buy in a load of material and you want to check that the tensile strength, the UTS, is as it should be, if this material is going into something that's really critical and that you don't want it to fail, then there's two options really. You can either machine a bit of the material off, chop a bit off, and machine it into a specimen, do a tensile test and check it that way, but that's called destructive testing, so you're actually ruining part of the material. Whereas if you can work out the tensile strength, the UTS, from the hardness, then you can actually buy like little handheld hardness test machines that you can go along to the material that you just bought in, do a hardness test, and then check its tensile strength that way. That's called non-destructive testing. So basically all you're leaving is like a pinprick size indentation in the surface of the material, which isn't going to affect it at all. So that's the benefit of it. As to why there is a relationship, why do hardness, as a material gets harder, why does the tensile strength change? I'll leave that up to you, but you should be able to find that on the internet quite easily, and that's where your distinction criteria is going to come in. So the more in depth you go into that part of the assignment, the higher grade you're going to get, and that's it, hopefully. So if you've got any questions or you're struggling on any part of the assignment, then you can email me on my college email address, or I'll be floating around the college anyway. Okay, see you soon.